Alright, first step is cut some blocks of wood. This is walnut, this is pine. This is like 1 centimeter thick. These are about 5. As you can see, the grain is mirrored. Yeah. The board was like this. I cut it, flip it. These blocks are about 9 by 9 by 5. We'll glue them together like this. With the compass you want to draw a circle in the center of the block and then cut off the corners with a handsaw, so you have to take off less material on the lathe. To center it, we have the point where the compass was. On this side we have nothing. So to put it on as straight as possible, what you can do is put something on here like this and turn it, and the gap between the chisel and the wood will get bigger or smaller depending on where the wood is sitting crooked. The gap is pretty big here, so then what I need to do is lift the wood up right here. With the piece of wood in the lathe between centers and the speed turned down pretty much all the way, we can start turning. Start off with roughing chisel. Looks like all edges are gone, it's perfectly round. So now I'll just turn a small ridge right here, so you can put it on the forge jaw. Make sure to press it in firmly like that, so this face is flush against the body of the chuck. Now we can start turning on the shape of the candle holder. With this thing turned perfectly around, we can turn up the speed as well. That's looking pretty good. Next, drilling a big hole right here, so we can put in one of these smaller candles. We need to drill a hole anyway, because we want it to stand on the outer rim, not on this full, not on the full bottom. So might as well make it so this fits, so it can be flipped around and used for these candles. This is a 35mm bit. Little deeper. Okay, now it doesn't fit yet, but we'll turn that out. So now to make this hole bigger, I'll be using this. Finish this part off, we'll give it a little round over on the edge here. Looks pretty nice. It should fit perfectly. There we go. The rest we can do with sanding. I'll be using a sanding block and some 80 grit paper. Just a little more to get these marks out. After a bit of sanding, this is what it looks like. Really smooth. You can still see some sanding lines, but that's normal since you're sanding end grain. Like here, this is end grain, this isn't, and this is end grain. So on the end grain there's always these lines remaining. I think there's not much you can do about it except for maybe sand in this direction, so off the lathe. But since this is kind of a bulk, a project you make in bulk, I'm not going to do that since it would take quite a bit of time to get all of these out. But as you can see, when gluing the blocks, we mirrored the grains. And it gives a really nice pattern that matches from the bottom to the top. Matches everywhere, all around. Looks pretty good. Next step is switching out the jaws so we can clamp inside of this hole. Right, so we got the piece flipped around, and in my drill chuck a 26mm drill bit. This is for drilling the hole to put the candle in, the stick candle. Well, of course use a drill size that fits your candles. And I'm going to make the candle to about this height, this line right here. And we want to drill 30mm past this line. So the candle sits inside the holder about 30mm. There we go. Now take out the drill and put in the center, because it is important that this right here is supported, since this alone, the chuck alone, is not enough. And now I'll be turning away this piece right here from this line to the end. Finish the top, I'll take the rounded chisel once again. I'll just make like a little catch tray for the candle wax. pretty good. And we can also round over this edge, the inner edge, this edge, and this inner edge, all with the same chisel. Looks really nice. And once again we sand. Okay, that's perfect. Now it's time for a finish. I'll just pour it on here and rub it in. There we go. We'll let that soak in and wipe it off after about 15 minutes. Alright, let's wipe it off. There we go. I think it looks pretty nice. The matching grain, the pine in the middle. Yeah, look at the candles. This is the smaller one. It's pretty good. Flush. And the bigger one. It's right in there. And the catch tray. That's about it. Thanks for watching.